You're sharing gifts with me. You're sharing gifts with me. In the footsteps of giants, in the landfills of greed, we found eternity. Oh, we found eternity. There's a token of an olive branch, a spoken word to song. In where they break the avalanches, while writing the same old songs. Yeah. In the boredom we found hatred. It washed up from the sea, and you're putting it back in me. You're putting it back in me. For the graves we desecrated, planted homes and families, and then we spread that dead disease. We spread our dead disease. Oh, yeah. All right, hey, how's everybody feeling out there? I know it's probably not your cup of tea, but I got some coffee as well if you'd like some coffee. I got cream, I got sugar, I got sugar-free sugar, I got cream-free cream. It's really gross, but it comes in handy. Maybe like once in a lifetime handy. Best just not to have it on hand. But still, it's part of the script. We gotta follow the scripts. Oh gosh, I can't read. You're a fan of Schmark. Who's that? Who's Schmark? I can't see with these sunglasses. I terrified you in a way. I stole your wallet. Wait, did I steal your? Was that you? Did I steal your wallet in your sketchbook? Oh, I have. I think I still have your wallet. I know that was like 17 years ago, but who is this? What in the devil? Hey, vegan. Full sweet and low. You heard that, Terry? Go ahead and pump it up. We've got it pumping. Right there. It's gonna. Oh, gotta hold it. Accidentals, and one by one they buried burning families. Some they couldn't bear it, others wouldn't hear it. Scattered over planets on warships, all at once were deployed till the worlds were destroyed. nothing but noise. Wasn't even a noise, say hello to the void. The air is pretty thin, we're experimentals, are gathered at the tip trying to get their answers. And son by son we bring the war machines and pray for love and bomb for peace. That song just keeps going after that for about 27 minutes. It's written in all of the books. I've written a lot of songs. Oh my God. These are songs that I've written. Lots of songs. Well, I've been alive a long time. But that's no excuse to not be professional, and I do apologize for that. That was the last song I wrote, and that was in 1903. It's been a long, hard road out of hell. Oh my gosh. I just remembered that I'm in like renal failure or something. No, there's like a parasite that's like latched, that's like in my belly. The other night, me and my friends went out and we found this. The only way I can describe it, it was some kind of spaceship, some kind of derelict, very, I don't know, the themes of the ship, the dimensions of it, the way it like looked, and it was very erotic. Let's not go there though. It was weird enough as it is. Let's not bring that in. Let's not bring erotica into it, okay? But seriously, yeah, we went into the ship and I went down into this lower level. There was a bunch of these eggs everywhere. I don't know. They were like the size of like really big eggs. They were just the size of really big eggs, right? And I'm curious. So I went walking through there. I activated some kind of like force field that was keeping them in hibernation or something, and one of them came open, and silly old me, I stuck my face right in it. And what happened after that was I forgot because I went into a coma, and I just woke up about 45 minutes ago. I have stomach problems. I'm not feeling so hot today. I mean, that thing was like right way down my throat. So, but I still thought that we could maybe just come together for a little bit and talk about the elephant in the room. Terry? Terry, are you out there?
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, where are you? Where are you, Terry?
Up here, sorry.
What? You sound like where are you coming from over here?
No.
Well, what the heck? I don't understand. How he's like omnipotent. What's the word? God really blessed you with so much valiant. Well, I have some if you want. $5 a pop. I mean, I'd be selling that like I'd be dealing out tickets if I were a pig. I mean, I laugh like one. I was raised by one, but that doesn't mean I am one. That was pretty funny. Vegan, you have a sense of humor of the gods, my friend. You are, well, you're on fire. You're on fire. Yep. Oh no, look at all these songs I wrote. Oops. That's how it feels to be me. You just know how it feels. Exactly how to be me. But, oh gosh, where are my glasses? Sorry, folks. I've gotten much older in the last few years, and I've realized that, well, your body, not only is it not a temple, but it's also not, well, it's not an outhouse. And sometimes you got to clean it out. You got to take it down to the hole where everybody else goes to empty out their problems, sweep it under the rug. Oh, sorry about that, Terry. Did I get you in the eye? Oh my God. There's people on the ground sleeping everywhere around me like worms. It's kind of... It's kind of awkward, but I got a boot and I got a slipper. And neither one of them adds up to very much without the other of each of them. Yeah, that's right. This was on the ground. There's a helicopter coming. Do you hear it? Get to the chopper! Where's my banjo? Golly gosh darn dang. It's not fair. Everybody else gets to have like friends and stuff. Well, I don't mean like friends like that I don't have any friends, but like here, like with me, like nobody came to work today, so I'm running this ship blind a little bit. Usually I'm behind the camera. I don't ever put myself out in front of the camera for no godly good reason. Would I ever do that? Why would I? Why would you? Oh, I'm scared. Oh, trying to kill myself. What? Who did that? What the hell? Did somebody poison the water? What is that sound? I'm going insane. Thank God you're all here with me. I really appreciate the company. You know, fate has a way of really effing things up, doesn't it? In the best of ways. Keeps us on our toes. Or your thumb toes. If Hugo were here, he would... But enough of that. Let's draw a little bit. A little bit. I've been drawing since, man, the 1700s at least. Who said what? What? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Why do people do that? That's so... That is like the stupidest thing to concern yourself with. Whoever the hell you are. Oh my God. I write sketches about that. How dumb that is. That's just so weird. To concern yourself with that means you have like such a weird life. And like your concerns are like empty. And your promises are weak. Oh shit. And your love knows no bounds. What the? Sorry, folks. 1 second. Earthquakes, California. Doop 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 doop. Chalk that one up there to why? Why do they put things on their bodies? Why do I give a crap? I know I do. I care. Are you? Can you write a sentence correctly, please? You're making me regret my decisions of allowing the alien to hibernate inside of my belly. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep it. I'm not gonna give it away to those rich people. I don't need the money. I want my baby. Yes. Hold on a sec. Let me answer this question. What was the question? Are you our artist? Were you trying to say, are you our artist? Because I am your artist. I am everybody's, I am ours, which is also me included, and all of the voices that I choose to bring to the table. As you fully understand. Right. All right, let's draw. Son of a gun. But still, yeah. Yeah. Artists, I'm also the fartist, and the smartest. And life has no meaning. We're all gonna die. And I don't know. That was a great question. I really appreciate that. It really struck a chord. And it was like a C minor. That was a swan farts underwater in C minor. Next, chilled monkey's brains on a platter in D major. Ooh, the plot thickens. I'm not trying to impress you. Who are you talking to? Who, me? Yeah, you. What? I was just talking to whoever will listen. That's who I'm talking to. Oh, okay, good answer. That's cool. Sorry, everybody. I just want to make sure I'm reading everything right. I am blessed with talent. Thank you. I'm also blessed with curses. Yeah, I'm cursed. But I'm also blessed with them, so I feel better about that. But no, I can use all the help I can get. I really appreciate that. You can see that you learn to raid. I'm still working on it. Pronouncing things is now where I'm really struggling at. I'm really struggling with it. Yeah, letters. What the frack are they? Hey, Rohi. How am I? I think we're all delicious. I think we're all delicious. And we all deserve a break. We deserve some happiness, some peace and quiet, somewhere safe to call home. Because it's not just about you. It's not just about me. It's about us. And it's about us coming together in a time of great darkness to shed some light on each other's lives, on each other's hearts. To come together in ways we never thought possible. To put down our petty squabbles and our petty differences. Why not? We can tend the farms together. We can grow the crops together. We can change the world together. But we can't live together? I don't think so. Ain't the world I want to live in. Anyways. I mean, it's true. I just don't know how to do it, and I guess that's the most frustrating thing. I think other people feel the same thing. They get frustrated, and they just take it out on the world because they don't know what to do. They feel lost. They feel put out. Because everything that they were told and everybody that told them it was a liar. And they took everything from them. All of them. Everything. And now we all gotta beg for scraps while we watch the world burn? Well, so be it. But some of us can help or get out the way. I was like conjuring some kind of... In my head, I was picturing some guy where his hair is on fire. For that voice. I think we were built for different things, friends. We weren't meant to sit here and squabble like we do. We have bigger fish to fry. We deserve better. We deserve the world that they promised us. The world they take from us every day, bit by bit, as they distract us with all these stupid things that send us looking the other way and all going off in all these different directions and all these little trivial pursuits. We've lost something collectively that we need to get back. We need to get back to the future, dudes. Jupiter's... You realize that when you tell people to calm down, that never works, right? But I didn't read that in time. I'm sorry. I don't know when you wrote that. But this is how I calm down. I have to climb a mountain to come down the other side, my friend. I'm a big picture kind of person. It's all or nothing. And that's why I have wild mood swings. Because I can't handle this reality very well. So I have to reboot every couple weeks or every few months or something, you know? Because there's always somebody else trying to push their way out. Every 7 years your skin changes. Who's to say you don't change with it? It's best to give in as much as you can without giving up. And that's how we can change the world, my friends. Bye, Rohi. Where are you from, Rohi? Oh, Nubs. What's up, Nub? Oh my gosh. That's my buddy from Idaho. A very, very talented person in his own. I don't know what you do anymore. You're probably still making movies and shit. Another person just as passionate about me. Or, I mean, just as passionate as me when it comes to certain stuff. Nubs. Hey, Jess, I'm sorry. I'm ignoring your comments. I'm sorry. Montana family says hello. Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus? Is it Jesus? I've got scars that are older than 7 years. I never understood that line of reasoning. Good point. Fair enough. You're from India, Grubb. Right on. That's right, yeah. Now I remember. Thanks, Rohi. I appreciate that. Am I pronouncing your name right? Or is it Rohit? because that sounds like it could be a Rohit as well, or something like that. Anyways, Montana family says hello. Hello, Montana. It's crazy being in a country and like loving it so much, even though there's places in it that you've never been. You know, I'm not like Mr. Patriotic or anything like that, but because I admire the earth over, you know, these little lines in the sand that are gonna blow away once time it forgets us. But what a beautiful country. Montana. I would love to just get in a canoe, start at one end and pop out the other. Because I heard that there's underground canoe tunnels. Montana's full of them. Absolutely. Am I in slow? Close to it. I'm in slow county. What, you can't tell with the fingernails? The fingernails give it away. What has Mr. Grubb had to eat today? Oh, it looks like he had cabbage at noon. Oh, wait, nope. He's chocolate milk insufficient. Chocolate milk intolerant. I do have like these weird like bumps on my thumbs. And just to let you guys know, it's not the nails that are painted, it's my skin. Yeah, I'm actually green. So, you know, these are actually the natural color of my fingernails, but I have to trim them down, otherwise they turn into like these gigantic claws and stuff like that. And I had to sign a waiver with YouTube in order just to even be able to show my fingers, because they're so disgusting. Paso Robles, Paso Robles, Paso Robles, Paso Robles. Nailed it. Come visit Montana. You are welcome. Thank you, life. I mean, that sounds like the right way to pronounce that. But now I'm thinking, is it Life? It's like a fancy way of saying, my name's Life. I'm from Montana. We talk differently up there. It's a different thing. It's what we do. We talk differently up there. It's what we do. Hello. This is Montana. Welcome home. Greatest underground subterranean canoe tunnels you've ever seen in your life. It's like a bloody water park down there. Life is beautiful. And right when you realize how much you love it, well, it just gets better. You thought I was going to say something else. I was thinking it, but I'm over it. The craziest thing is knowing you're gonna keel over one day. And the one thing that I'm happy about is that there's gonna be a lot of stuff for them to sift through when I kick the basket. You ever think about that? That's weird to think like that the world was. I mean, it's not weird. Obviously, it's just reality, but it's just deep. It's heavy to think about the world and everything. Freaking 14 billion years or whatever before you existed, and you were here just like not even a drop of water in an endless freaking sea of drops or whatever. And then it's just gonna keep going without you for another billions and 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 billions of years. And that's why I think it's important to remember that these aren't our final forms. This is just one of the many ways that we get to experience this weird cosmos that we find ourselves existing in from time to time. Because most of the time we don't even know we're existing. This is a rare opportunity to actually know that you're gonna perish, and this energy is gonna be transferred somewhere else or put somewhere else or whatever you think it happens. I'm not here to tell you what to think. If you think it's nothing, it's just darkness, whatever, that's cool. I don't believe that for you, and I don't believe that for me. So I'll believe my thing, and you can believe your thing. I used to believe your thing, but I don't believe your thing anymore. I don't believe anybody's thing. I barely even believe mine. But again, I'm not even here to tell myself what to believe, because it changes every day too. Because every day people change me. I learn something from somebody every single day of my life, like something really important, like some little lesson that at the end of my life I could stitch together and just somehow it would have been like there all along, this roadmap. And it's one of those things where it takes a community to raise a genius. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I mean, like, all of us are geniuses in our own way because we all contribute to this existence and we bounce off each other in ways that we have no idea about, like even from across the other side of the planet, you fart on the other side of the planet and I see a rainbow or something like that at noon or whatever. you know that's the rainbow fart effect, I think it's called. Happens all the time, but it's important to remember that these things happen, that these things exist just as much as it is to remember that everything is absolutely out of control and the odds are absolutely 1000% stacked against you and you are going to perish one day. You like everything that is you, and then one day somebody's going to die and they're going to be the last person that remembered you alive. And all of the memories that you have right now inside of you, everything that makes you you will be gone. I think I don't think it's too dark to think about how important that is to keep in mind from time to time. Because obviously you can't just go around thinking like that all the time. You're at the gas station, you're like pumping gas, you're like, frick this, I'm out of here. You just let it, you just like, here, you just light a cigarette and it just blows up and stuff. But it's good to remember that you're mortal and there's still time to tell people you love them and apologize for things and become a better person and be helpful and fight bullies, even if it's the bully inside your head. Especially in 200 years, no one will know anyone. I know. Well, that's the thing, the way we're going. Everybody thinks that we can that this path is sustainable. I remember hearing I was sleeping and I was having a dream about Sierra Leone, where these gangs that were just going through towns with machetes and cutting people up in half and stuff like that, like just villagers and stuff like that. And they were describing it on NPR, or I don't know, it had to have been NPR. And this is back in probably like March of 2000 or something. But in my dreams were like visualizing it for me. So I had like a helicopter's point of view down on the village, and these guys were just running through Sierra Leone with machetes because they were describing it in the news. And I was like witnessing it. And I woke up and I was crying. And I forget where I was going with that. I can still see it in my brain, like what it looked like, and it's just that people are capable of that kind of stuff. Yikes. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Citizen Cope. Love your artwork. Things about Sierra Leone. Yeah, I've written a few. I've put a few things about Sierra Leone in the Congo and stuff. It's just, oh my gosh, just like child soldiers and stuff, and just the tactics they use for terrorizing people, and it's just so freaking sad. I can't. Those are the things too in life that you like every once in a while will pop into your brain, like just how there's so much injustice, and even just with like how many living beings out in the world right now are suffering. while I get to sit here and complain about my little bubble of an existence. And that's the mind, you know, pop right there for me, where I I don't know. I feel powerless sometimes. And it's almost like, there's this feeling of we've been here before and we're just going through the motions, like it's already happened. We're just like walking through the actions that we've already taken. Kind of like, the best way I can describe the feeling is like in Donnie Darko when he's at the party and he sees people like walking around because of their like time worm tunnel things, in out of their chests, and then his pops out and he starts walking, and I swear to God, everything is just utterly predictable, and it's like completely obvious where this is all headed if it doesn't drastically change. And it won't matter where you are. People think that they're going to be safe in certain places, but I fear like the future, and that can be as I'm seeing it now, and I see it in my dreams. And there's already enough suffering. I just wish that we'd get on with it and like become better, a better species. And practice what we preach. Like, I don't care what you believe in, but if that belief is telling you to hurt people, then move. Get out the way. We got other things to do. Like, you're not helping. But if your beliefs tell you that, everybody's created equal, and the golden rule, like do unto others and stuff, then I'm with you. let's let's just can we just turn this ship around now? Obviously, it gets harder and harder because back in 2000, that was my whole point. The NPR said that there was going to be, by the time 2050 happened, there was going to be, um, what was it, double the population what we had back then in 2000, which was, I don't even know, like 7 billion or something like that, 6 billion people, and now it's like 9 billion in 25 years. I might be wrong on those numbers. Am I wrong? But it's like kind of drastic, and we're running out of resources, and we ruin things all over the world for everybody. All these great countries do it, and then when the people from those countries come to their countries because their countries suck, and they've taken all their resources and livelihoods, they push them away, or it's just an endless freaking cycle, and something drastic has to happen for us all to kind of to whip it into shape. And I think that's either like Twister, or win, lose, or draw, or categories. We all just need to sit at the table and play board games. That's what I'm only saying right now. I like doing this. It feels good. Anyways. Nope. I've got to do it right there. I drew myself into a corner. I guess that's okay in this. There we go. Oh, sorry guys. I'll read your comments now. Citizen Cope songs. I do like Citizen Cope. When you lose your train of thought, you've got to wait for the caboose to... And it did. It came back. You ever reverse the golden rule? You got to treat yourself the way you treat... That's actually what I'm trying... That's been the lesson the past, like, year. And I've gone through a pretty big change in my life. And out of nowhere. Just absolutely out of nowhere. And... it's quite an interesting, confusing, exciting, terrifying time to be alive right now for me. And talk about teaching an old dog new tricks. but also I feel stronger than ever in my my promise just to make art my thing. It's always been my thing, but I don't know. I don't want to get. I'm sorry. I've already gotten so deep, and I know how that can probably get annoying. I'm kind of one of those people that doesn't like small talk very much. Hi, Luna. You have so many board games and no one to play with. You ever yeah, the golden rule. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that I've been trying to cut myself some slack. Yes. It's very important to learn how to love yourself, and I think people think that means you gotta light a candle and make out with yourself in the mirror or something like that, But I mean, that's what I do. But you could also just it's more so about accepting who you are, and and knowing that the past is the past and you can't change it. All you can do is just keep going forward. And that's for me the biggest lesson of my life is that all of the things that I complain about and all of the people that I blame for this or that, I've got nobody to blame but me. I've just been a big scared silly person all of my life, a child. And the older I got, the more I pushed my friends away. I pushed my family away. I pushed myself away. I ignored myself, and I just disappeared into my art and my music out in Idaho, anyways, and that's why my girlfriend and I aren't together anymore, because of me, because of my art. It's why I don't want to do anything. It's like if there's a show, a big ass band will come through town that I love, and I won't even go because I'd rather be home drawing. Because I know what to expect as well. I'm very antisocial, believe it or not. But in the last year, that's all this stuff has sort of had sort of changed for a minute, and I thought I had kind of changed and opened up, but then I started meeting people and getting kind of discouraged because even in other communities that I was trying to understand and be a part of, like around this time last year, I was taking chances and going to these things and functions, and it wasn't for me either, because everything is like political. People make everything political, even being gay, and even just having an identity. It's like a political thing, and I'm not like that. It's like I don't talk about it. I don't, I don't think about it. Like it's not like it's just a part of me. Like you know, um, I love people. I like people, and so I guess I'm pans. What is that? Is that pansexual? But yeah, um, I don't know. I also like clouds. Just those big fatties up in the sky, just sitting there looking down. There's one out there right now, just staring at me, just sitting there staring at me. That son of a bitch. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I guess I just am used to just being by myself because, like I said the other night, I can't hurt anybody. The only person I can hurt is myself, and I like being alone. But I love going live on YouTube and talking to you guys. That's the weird thing. It's like I've said before too. When I was going through all these crazy changes in the past year, I was doing all these videos and putting one here and building like a cool little community, and people have come and gone, and there's moderators that are still out there somewhere maybe, but they never come anymore, and they're doing their thing. Um, but I think it's important to try to, I don't know. This is way more my style as far as like building a community is concerned, or trying to anyways, or the kind of, because I tend to think of myself as more of a worldly thinker, like Jupiter thinker. I'm a Jupiter. I was kidding. There's Jupiter again. No, and I like worldly people. I like people that don't just think within the lines in the sand kind of stuff. Just that shit just gets boring. It's like where I live. There's just I mean, where I live. I live in the United States. So There's American flags everywhere. There's American flags on people's like butt cheeks and stuff like that here. I swear to God. And I'm like, it's like if they get drunk, are they worried that they're gonna forget what country they live in or something? Like, it's just like the weirdest thing to be like. It becomes sort of like this cult because these people don't believe in what the country is based on. You know what I mean? Like or they have, and not even that they don't believe. I'm not gonna get political. I'm just saying because it happens on every side, on every side. Oop, earthquakes, everybody. They all do it, but my point is that it. I just hate how everything has to be political. From what color, what color clothes you wear to like what kind of. I mean, the people like just holding the American flag up as if it's like this shield for them, like it makes them a better person. No, you being a better person, you being a better person or you being a good person makes you a better person. You know what I mean? Like actions, not like putting these, not being a walking billboard for these like, leeches that would wouldn't even give you the shirt off their back. And they tell you who to hate, and they tell you who to love. Tell you who you can't love, who you shouldn't love. I thought we were over all that crap. But also, everybody's annoying. And there's a-holes in every community, in every group, every race. Just, I don't like a-holes. I like art holes. I like people that are artsy. From all creeds and races and genders and smells, all of that stuff. I like art holes. Yay for art holes! Hello, Diamond. You came in a very awkward time. I never talk about this kind of stuff, except for when I'm worked up. You see, I've got paint poisoning from my claws. I filed them down right before I went live. They were hella sharp. It's like obsidian. They're like obsidian. Look at that. I killed a jaguar earlier this morning. At 3 or 4 in the morning, I was out there hunting, and while I saw that bugger, he was coming up on my left. And my uncle was there, and he said, "Jaguar!" And I leapt down out of the tree and I stabbed that jaguar in its eyes. Big, bulging, beautiful eyes with these big, lovely obsidian claws that I have since ground down so I can draw. Thank you. Thank you. Art holes. Thanks, Jesus. I appreciate you. Nubby, I hope you're doing good, man. I remember you wrote me, man, what was it, like 4 years ago or something like that, and you asked me, I think, you asked something like, why, whatever or you thought you had pissed me off or something, and I hadn't. That's why I hadn't contacted you in for like forever, because we used to, touch base, and I felt terrible because, first of all, that's another thing. That's why I'm a hypocrite, because I have friends that don't write me, and I've written them out of the blue, and I'm like, whatever I did to like piss you off, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why you don't write me anymore. And they're like, what? Like I tried to write you 6 months ago and you blew me off or something. That has happened where they have tried to reach out and I have ignored it because I have these blinders on. It's these ego blinders because I'm so self-absorbed in my own creative little world and my own little jungle-like brain that I seriously, devastatingly neglect people that are important to me. And it's absolutely a curse. And it's the downfall of this nonsense. It's the downfall of being obsessed with trying to, earlier in my life, in my 20s, like 19, 20, 21, it was like all about trying to be discovered, because I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do with my life. And but all I heard was that people just would get discovered, and people always all these. I'd be going to my friends' houses and stuff, and their parents would walk in and see me like working on these big ass pieces at like 19 and 20 or whatever, and they would ask me had I been discovered yet, and I didn't even know what that meant at the time really, and I'd be like I don't know, and by like an art gallery or something like that, and I'm like no, it was like the late 90s, like no, there was like no internet, and no Insta. So I would do these crazy pieces, but I'd just be living out in the country or just put it with the pile of the other pieces. Didn't know where to, didn't know really how to talk to people about it. But I thought that I was gonna potentially, because people were like, "Oh, you're gonna get discovered. You're gonna get discovered," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I thought it would happen any day. And then I got to my mid 20s, and then my 30s, and then I tried really hard with my music out in Idaho and my art and stuff, and it just the harder I tried, the more it seemed like and a lot of it again was me. I couldn't work with a lot of people out there, or I would get offended by them in some way, or felt slighted in some way, and I do not have thick skin. It's definitely a mixed bag with old Mr. Grubb. I don't know who I am. I thought I knew or who I wanted to be, or who I thought I was. I thought I knew that. But then you realize one day how weak your your will is, and how many people you've hurt along the way. Well, it just makes you wish you had chocolate milk, is all. Just how it is. So if anybody's got some, please email me some chocolate milk at storiegrub.com/chocolate milk always.com. Okay. Sorry to lift your guys' spirits so much there. I wasn't trying to be so optimistic. You, oh golly gosh, y'all crack me up. I'm just gonna draw a little flower here. Everybody deserves a flower. Figure out what your time's worth and price them as such. Most artists don't have the monetary part figured out. They are best with the art brain. That's exactly my thing. Good, Nubby. I just read your comment. Good, Nubs. But yeah, but don't ever think I don't. I think about you all the time, dude. I always tell my mom because I have like my aunt and my mom, and they're the only two people I ever talk to down here. I have no friends, anybody to talk to down here, but they're the best. So I have two of the best people to talk to. Anyways, I tell my mom about my friends, and because Mr. Nubby reminds me so much. You remind me so much of a few of my friends. You're like your own version. You look like them, anyways, too, in your mannerisms. But then I don't know, man. You were like one of those people too. We went and saw you guys play, and you just blew our freaking minds. I don't know if were we playing that night. I don't think we were. Or no, we must have been. We must have been playing after you guys or something. But we were blown away by your guys' band. Those were the days too when oh gosh. I wish that I could have done more for like young, like upcoming. We wanted to start a label. Me and Joey from Sleepy Seahorse. We talked about starting our own music labels to promote our music. I have since become absolutely obsessed with his music, and his lyrics have gotten me through some pretty dark times down here. And it's just so funny to me. It's funny to me, like, when you discover something that, musically speaking, or even art, that changes your life, that leaves such an impression that it gives you hope, and a gentle obsession of life, a lust, and how it comes out of nowhere and hits you. And I imagine this is like what parenthood is like too, or something, because it's like you know, it's like loving your cat or something too. But you just can't imagine what life was like before that song existed, or how it moved you, and how it can continue to move you. You can just tap into that mood, you know, that movement. That's what makes music the most beautiful thing. Is that it's very momentary. It's not like a painting where you can just stand there and look at it for hours. You can replay the song over and over, and I do that for sure. And I can still like turn my brain off and make it seem like it's the first time I've listened to it every single time. I can be very objective. Sorry, I should draw when I'm talking. The point is that I don't have a point. People like me, old, white, obsidian claws, they don't bother having points. It's a waste of time. Surprised you didn't know that. Now get the hell off my lawn. But please mow it first. I'll give you $10, but then get the hell off. Get the hell off my lawn. But mow it first. What's this gonna be up here? Some kind of antennae. Luna. Those little hearts. Yeah. Oh, and also yes, I suck at business. How about the smells? Weird how a smell can bring you. Oh yeah. Oh yes. The smell. A godforsaken smell. That was the worst summer of my life. Wait. What smell are we talking about? Oh, no. I got you. Like just the power, the sense, the sensory overload of. Yeah, absolutely. Not the bodies and the. Okay, right. I knew you went to Montana for a reason. Wait, hey, Jesus, are you in Montana as well? Are you really in Nazareth? Well, everybody's writing from somewhere, I reckon. I think maybe it is time to sing a song for everybody. Hold on to your britches. We're gonna be releasing some stitches. Hold on, I gotta plug it in a little bit. Oh, there we go. Thought I was at the dentist for a second. What the devil? I'm scared for the future. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Perfect. All right. Here we go. We're almost there. None of us stand a chance. We're going down like an avalanche, right down the hill. Hey boy, don't you remember that smell? Don't you wait, what song are we doing? I don't think that's the right song. Okay, here we go. last part is the most important part. Alright, that's not exactly what I had in mind, but what I had in mind wasn't exactly what would have happened anyways. But seriously, if anybody's got some chocolate milk, please zippity-doo-dah-day it right out to my front door as fast as you can, because I'm running out of steam. And if I don't have steam, I can't make steamed chocolate milk, and I get kind of cranky. That's all. So these were the tips One of them is to clear your throat before you go live. And the second tip for drawing, kind of like an artist would do, is just to make sure that every time you go to the bathroom on your way out, just make sure your pants are on. Just 2 tips that are going to get you through life and the artistic process. Yeah, I'm gonna go down and drown my sorrows in the road. Kill cafe tonight. I sure do miss my great-great-great-great-grandmother. She was quite beautiful. She was beautiful, she was, her name was Dawn. I think it was because she was born at the dawn of time. Or at least that's what my great-great-great-grandma told me. So, anyways, I hope everybody out there has a blessed night. I hope you're well dressed tonight and you're well fed. You and your family are happy and safe and sound is treating your ears well. What is it? Oh, what's the whitefish you're... Thanks, man. Wait, what? How about... What did I say? What did I ask? West of Whitefish. What did I ask? Hey, CG. Sorry, I can't read. I don't see color, you know. I can't read. I'm more of a textural guy. I have to actually touch the letters. Okay, no, that's good. Okay, CG. Okay. Wow. Okay, what does it say though? Rock me on a dais. That's awesome. Nobody's ever called me that before. I really appreciate that. Oh, did I move it? Nubby, you be good. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go, if anybody wants to write this down, it's kind of important. Tomorrow I'm going to grocery shopping. Just gonna get some general stuff. Some cleaning products. Maybe a little bit of chocolate. I'm not gonna get greedy, but I might get some chocolate milk if they have it. Most of the time when I get there, there's no such thing as a grocery store on the moon, first of all. So this is all in my head. This is just a fantasy. I haven't left this room in 39 years. It's getting kind of crowded in here. It's getting kind of lonely up here. Snap out of it. Sorry, folks. Am I still alive? Oh my god, I'm still alive. Okay. Why didn't somebody tell me that we were still alive? Hey everybody, let's just act like the last hour and 5 minutes didn't happen. Okay, let's just start over right now because I was not in creative control. Had I known that we were live, I don't know why the camera's facing me and why it's not facing the brilliant art. I mean, come on. Give me a break. That's freaking... Ow, Who put my foot there? Just stubbed my toe. Who put my toe there? Was it you? Jimmy? Put the cue cards down and get out. Get out, Jimmy. Get out. Go on. He's very quiet. But he's gone. It's the cue card boy. Call him Jimmy. I don't know why, but I was going to call him Jimmy Two Shoes. They call him Jimmy Two Shoes. And yet he's so darn quiet. I don't trust him. Anyways. I hope you guys... Oh, wait. Hell yeah. Easy on the milk. Well, I appreciate the company, everybody. And I hope you all take care of yourselves. And then you are able to help take care of other people. The world needs helpers. And I appreciate the help. For my own sake, you know. And I'll try to be a better person. That way I can hopefully help others too. In some way. I just think it's important to know your place, you know, know your place, like stay in your place or something like stay in your lane. I didn't mean like that. I just mean to know who you are. That way you can be of service in the best ways, in different ways, to different people, you know. You can, well, some of us adapt better to situations than others, you know, and it's important that when you can find those strengths that and others can't, that you can help them if you can, I think. But also, like my friend was saying, you just gotta uh, be kind to yourself too. Cut yourself some slack. It's not easy being cheesy, but we do it well. So, from everybody here at Storie Grubb Draws, easy on the milk. Don't pick up hitchhikers unless they're holding cash or their junk, like in a bag of junk. Because you never know, there could be something worth something in there. So if they're grabbing their junk or, like, you know, just whatever, you just feel it out. Feel out the junk. Other than that, you know, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be picking up hitchhikers. See what I mean? Brilliant. It's just it takes a community. Anyways, I love you. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Take care of yourselves. This is Storie Grubb Draws. My name is Storie Grubb. I love you.